didn't know anything about Yuzu aside from the fact that she streams, but I didn't know anything else about her. And when she arrived, chat, Yuzu is really pretty. I didn't know what to say. And I sat there in complete silence because Yuzu came in with Numi. That is also the first time I met Yuzu and also the first time I met Numi IRL. And like two beautiful girls entered the room. And I'm like, hi! Instantly, I clam up. Here's one thing though, like, we're about to go to bed. Like, this is late at night. We're about to go to bed. Numi came in with her pajamas and shit. Like, we're all about to go to bed, right? And Numi's face looks like it's like she's glowing. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, do you have makeup on or something? So I was like trying to look at Numi. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I don't have makeup on because I'm about to go to bed. But like, you look like no joke, chat. Like, her skin was like smooth and glowing. Like, her eyes look beautiful. Like, it literally looked like she had makeup, right? So I was like, why do you have makeup? We're about to go to bed. And I realized that's just how she naturally looks like. So I'm just staring at Numi. And then I'm staring at Yuzu. Because I'm just like, damn. Was that the same night I called Yuzu oily? Yeah, I think so. I think, like, Yuzu was like, Shoto! And Shoto's like, oh my god, you're so oily or some shit like that. But I thought they looked glowing. Okay, Shoto's so fucking mean, I swear to god. But I was just sitting there. And like, Shoto, Yuzu, and Numi, they've met a lot before. I mean, more than me. So I felt very like I was like, you know when you're talking with people, like, well, I wasn't talking. Actually, I didn't say a word. I think I didn't say anything. I just went like, I was quiet. I was like, hi. I think I shook Numi's hand. I don't remember. But Yuzu came in for a hug. Like, Yuzu's like, can I give you a hug? And then Yuzu hugged me. And then I was very awkwardified. Because I you know, I think Yuzu's the first friend I had whose first introduction was like a hug. You know what I mean? Like, usually I settle for handshakes or like far away distance, like hello or like a bow. But like a hug, not as often. So when Yuzu came in for a hug, I hope she doesn't notice how awkward I was. I literally did not know how to like give another hug back. So like my hand was like floating in the air awkwardly. I looked at Numi and Numi laughed at me. So like my face was like that. Like Yuzu was like, oh, can I give you a hug? And then I was like, yeah. And like Numi laughed. So I was like, wow, what a great start to this trip. Yeah, I fucking hover-handed her. Because I'm very, you know, it's just like, I'm awkward. I'm a VTuber, okay? I didn't say anything. So Yuzu didn't know that that was me until I decided to be like, hi, after they were already talking. Like, I was just sitting there in silence for like 20 fucking minutes. And then I said, hi. And then I was like, wow. And then she's like, oh my god, you're Michi? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh my god, can I give you a hug? I'm like, yeah. That's all I said. I said, hi, yeah. That's it. I think I said hi one more time for Numi, but that's it. I said, hi, yeah. And then that's it, right? And then I sat there and I was just like looking at them. And I realized, I was like, oh no, am I intruding? Because like, I know they're good friends and they've met before and they were like, wow, I miss you guys, blah, blah, blah. So they're like talking with each other. And then I was like, oh shit. Like, you know when like you miss your friends and you want to talk with your friends? So I feel like I didn't want to intrude because I felt really guilty. And I was like, oh, you know, I should like leave them so then they have time to like catch up with themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it's like just the three of them and they can catch up with each other. And like, I know I'm also a friend, but like, we're not as close with each other at that time. That was like day one and we've never met before, but you guys have like, they have met before. And I was like, oh, don't let me intrude, right? So I was like, shit, am I like intruding? Am I making like the situation awkward and tense? And I remembered, I thought that Numi didn't like me too much because I kept staring at Numi and then Numi wouldn't look at me back. And then I was like, oh, she hates me. I swear to God. Okay, wait. To clear this up, I you know, things changed throughout the trip, but like, that was my first impression, you know what I mean? It's like, I was looking at Numi, and Numi didn't look at me back, and I was like, oh, she hates me. So I was like, oh, is it because they want to talk to each other first? I should like excuse myself because I don't want to intrude on this beautiful friendship. So I decided to say I want to go to bed. I was like, oh, anyways, you guys, I'm gonna sleep first. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, you guys. So then I left the room to go to my room to lay down in bed. And let me explain to you the situation. Let me open MS Paint one more time. All right, chat. This is important to the story, okay? In this room, you already know, it's like a sharing room. This is my bed, and then this is their beds. Wow, I'm so good at drawing. This is accurate, by the way, real and true. And then this is like the door, right? So how this works, chat, is you can, like, let's say I'm over here and I want some privacy. I can close this room so the people in this room, if they open this door, they can't go through, because like if this door is closed, all I see is a wall, right? So in order for a person to go from one room to the other, both doors needs to be open. Yeah, it's like a double door. So if I want to go from this room to this room, both of the doors need to be open for me to do that. If one door is closed, I can't connect. So I left this room. I was in Shoto's room and I went tuk, 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 to my room. And when I'm here, I'm like, oh, I hear Sho, Numi, and Yuzu like talking about something. And I realize I'm like, ah, shit, I should give them privacy, right? Because like, I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. And I also don't want to be like eavesdropping. So I was like, okay, I should give them privacy. So I was about to close my own bedroom door. Like I was about to close this door. But then, chat, I realized that right here, like right here, were Numi's shoes. So I was in my room, right? Like I entered this room like, okay, I should close the door to give them some privacy so then they can like, you know, like reconnect and talk to each other and have a lot of fun, right? And then I realized I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. Oh shit, that's Numi's shoe. Shit, if I close the door, now here's how I think, chat. If I close my door, right, Numi cannot retrieve her shoes because then she can't access my room. So my choice, there are two choices. The first choice is I take Numi's shoes, I go back and I'm like, oh, by the way, guys, here's your shoe. But anyways, good night. Or I leave the door open and I just fucking go to bed. You know what I mean? I decided that the first option is bad, so I went with the second option. So I was like, okay, well, Numi's shoes is over here and she needs her shoes to go back to her room, so I'll just leave the door open and I'm just gonna lay down. So I laid down over here and they were talking and I heard everything low-key, but like they were talking about stuff. Nothing was bad, but I just felt kind of bad. Like I was like, oh shit, I could hear everything. So I put earphones in my ear. Like I grabbed my earphones, I put them in, and then I was on my phone, right? Because I'm like, I'm not gonna eavesdrop. That's cringe of me. You know, like they deserve privacy. So I'm like, earphones, laying on the bed. And as I was doing this, I realized something. That means whenever they're done with this conversation, Numi is gonna go to my room to grab her shoes to head to her own room. However, if she enters my room and she sees that I'm still awake on my phone, that means I lied that I said that I was going to bed. But it is true, I did kind of lie that I was going to bed because I haven't put on like my sleeping cream yet. So I was like, ah shit, right? I'd be caught in a lie. So I laid there and I was like, damn, now I have to notice. So I laid there. I was listening to soft music. Like I wasn't even opening my phone. I was just listening to like BGM on my bed. And then finally I saw like a pair of legs enter the room. I saw like the shoes being taken away, and then like after 5 minutes I took my earphones out and I'm like, oh, I guess they're done. Like they left. Okay, now I'm just gonna quietly. So then like I had to sneak into the toilet. I had to like put on my face cream and I snuck back onto my bed. Like I was just fucking sneaking everywhere because I was like, okay, well now I guess I can close the door. And that was the first day. As you can tell, chat, I am very, very, very good at socializing. One of the best, dare I say. I was so nervous. I was so fucking like, I don't know. Like, I got close to Shoto, but then I didn't know anybody else. And I was like shitting myself, low-key. I asked Numi, because Numi went there with like her roommates and her friends, and I didn't know them either. So I was like, wow, I guess we're meeting up, right? So then we all met up, and that was my first time meeting like Numi's friends and roomies, and they're really, really nice and they're really sweet, but I was also very awkward. And we wanted to go to a mall. And Numi was like, oh, let me book the car. And Shoto was like, no. Yeah, exactly. Shoto's like, no. Let me, Numi. Yeah, Shoto stood up, was like, let me get the car for all of us. So then he got us a car. And I think the AC was broken. But that doesn't matter because we're now going to a mall. And then Shoto took us to the wrong fucking mall. Not only did Shoto get us a car whose AC doesn't function, he also got us to the wrong fucking place. This was not the place we wanted to go. It was a random place 20 minutes away from the first place we wanted to actually go to. But now we're there. And we're like, wow, what the fuck are we supposed to do? And Shoto is fucking, yeah, he's in chat as well. He's fucking coping. It was a good mall, you know, but that's not the fucking point. It wasn't where we wanted to go. But Shoto's like, I mean, guys, think about it. You know, this mall is great. You know, like, if you really think about it, this mall is amazing. Look at all the things in this mall. And we're like, yeah, it is amazing, but this is not where we wanted to go. So we planned stuff and we couldn't do it. And Shoto's like, yeah, but look at this amazing mall. So we went to the mall. And then impulsively, we wanted to watch a movie. And I think, thank God, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of movies. And you know this, chat, I'm super bad with horror. So they wanted to watch Final Destination in 4DX. The 4DX part is very fucking important to the story, okay? If you don't know what 4DX is, it's like, imagine watching a movie, but then extra immersive because your chair moves and then they come on your face. Like, it's one of those. You know what I mean? So they're like, you know what's a great idea? Fucking Final Destination and fucking 4DX. And I was like, I hate horror. I hate gore. And I don't like Final Fantasy lagi. Final Destination. I don't like Final Destination because it's so scary. Like, the movie is literally, be paranoid. You're valid. That movie is no joke. That you are not crazy. You will die. So I'm like, I don't want to think that I'm gonna die because I'm already scared. But they're like, let's all do it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do it together. Chat, I don't know if you knew this, but because of the trip, I got so close with them. So close, in fact, that I have a 24/7 robot that has full access to Numi. So at any given time, if I miss Numi, I just like open the robot and then I just see her and I'm like, hello there. I'm on the robot right now. Hold on, let me open the robot. I can see. Oh my god. Okay, well, I don't want to. What if it docks you guys? I don't want to. Tell them I said hi. I see what you're doing. Nice thing on the TV, by the way. This is so freaky. Like, I have full 24/7 access to just a random CCTV robot in Numi's place because I miss her so much. Let me... chat, do you want to hear what it sounds like on this CCTV? Oh my god, I see them. Okay, hold on. I'm live. Hi! You can't see this, chat, but I'm literally looking at them. Wow, they're just rizzing. Can you see? Oh shit, I'm moving it around. Hi! Oh, maybe I can, like, give a howl. I don't know if they can hear me or not. Hold on, I can...
Put on the floor, put me on the floor.
This is Numi on the phone.
Can she hear us again?
Yeah, I can hear you the whole time. Chat can hear you, by the way. I'm so scared of, like, sayings. There's, like, Numi. There's... Who's here?
Mommy, Aileen. Oh, do a flip.
I'm trying. The robot can't look up. That's one thing, chat, that, like, I just realized with the robot. It literally can't look up, so I have to, like, go all the way back. There's Numi, there's Hami, and there's Lynn. And they're all just, like, they have to, like, lay on the floor to say hello to me. This is stalker behavior. Gamers don't look up true. Did I tell them what?
Tell them about how you randomly phone during the morning when I'm sleeping.
A couple of days ago, I missed Numi a lot. So then I tuned in to this, like, to the CCTV camera, and then Numi was still asleep because time zone, but I was like, man, I miss her so much. So I just tuned in. I'm like, have a good sleep, princess. And that's all I did.
I was literally here in the morning. Good morning, princess. And I'm like, after watching me. Hey, princess. Hey, princess.
Hello, princess.
Over there.
This is what Discord doesn't exist, chat. We have to call on the phone. You can't see what I'm seeing, but I'm holding my phone and it's just a CCTV camera. Like what a beautiful face. Yes, queen, you slay. I miss you. Okay, I'll go back to stream. I miss you. Oh, I can howl as well.
I miss you.
I love you. This is so. We're so healthy. We're so normal. I swear. Okay, I need to stop that, chat. That's my wife. See, you see that? You see that, chat? You see that? I would tune into the CCTV every now and then, and I just like walk around. Because if you don't know, it's basically a robot pet. It's like a CCTV, but it has wheels, and you can control where it goes. So then, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I miss her. So then I would log into the CCTV, and I'm just like driving around, but I can't go like that far. So I'm like driving around. I'm like, good morning, princess. That's it. That's all I do. And I'm like, yeah. And then, like, randomly, before I go to bed, like, Numi's woken up and I'm like, hello, I'm about to go to bed. And she's like, oh my god, do you want to grab breakfast with me? And I'm like, yeah. So then Numi just sees like a tiny robot ball walking around. And I'm like, wow, I can't wait to see what you have for breakfast at like 1 a.m. for me. That's a whole thing. We're going through a robo arc. What is this yandere behavior? To clear up my reputation, this was Numi's idea. I simply said, yes, that's a fantastic idea. Do it right now. But Numi came up with the idea. I was simply just on board. Okay. So like, you literally agreed happily. Actually, I condoned the behavior. And I was like, get it for tomorrow. I want it tomorrow, right now. Actually, this exact moment. I was just being silly and you got serious about it. What do you mean I got serious about? I mean, to be fair, it's a great investment. She said, get it right. I said, yes, dear. But you don't regret it. It's a cool thing. And then now I get to watch you like brush your teeth. And then we get breakfast together. And then when you play games on the TV, it's like I'm playing games with you. I got a second robot that can emote so you can... Oh! I can emote! I keep howling. Because this robot, it has like a option, chat, where you can have like a sound effect play, and one of the sound effect is like a wolf howling, and I keep doing that. Fwends Social, lol. Shut the fuck up, chat. Okay. And then we watched Final Destination on 4DX. Was it great? Yes, because I watched it with some of my friends, and then I was like attached to Numi the whole movie. So how it was like, I like from the left to the right, it was me, Numi, Yuzu, Shoto. Like, that's how we sat. I got really scared and I grabbed hold of Numi. It went from like I grabbed her hand to I grab her hands with both my hands to I like choke hold her arm. I am like fully like I'm a koala and Numi's arm is like my life branch. It literally feels like, oh, I am a fucking koala and I am holding on to Numi for dear life. Because like the movie itself, it wasn't scary. I would say like Final Destination isn't scary, like ghost scary, but it's so like gross. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many scenes that is just like people dying in the most disgusting fucking way possible. And like, you know they're gonna die, but like, how are they gonna die? And they keep fucking dying. It's so like unsettling. And ew, I just don't like it. And the fact that it's 4DX, like the chair would move. Oh my god, chat. You wanna know one of the most disgusting things ever? Before the movie starts, they played like a trailer to kind of warn you on how 4DX is gonna be, right? They're gonna be like, so it's like a little scene of like you're driving a car, and when the car goes to the right, like your chair moves to the right. When the car brakes, your chair like jumps, and all of that shit, you know? So it's like your car is like your seat is moving around, and it feels super immersive. And then I still remember this. I was like, whoa, this feels so cool. I've never had 4DX before. So I was like, wow, this feels so cool. And then I opened my mouth to tell Numi that I think that the seat mechanism is really cool, right? The moment I opened my mouth, on screen, a bunch of drones were flying on, and they like shot like a laser towards the camera. Water fucking started spraying IRL to my face. Like, I'm at the cinema trying to watch a gory movie, and I had my mouth open. Like, I was like, wow, you know what I mean? I had my mouth open. Is this good water? Is this clean water? Is this drinkable water? Like, is this water you scooped up from the toilet? Where did the water come from? Did you clean the nozzle? I don't know. We will never fucking know. And you know this, I am slightly germophobic, okay? And I do not like germs. I always have like, everyone knows this, on my bag, I have hand sanitizer, hand wipe, antibacterial hand sanitizer, hand cream, hand lotion, lip gloss, lip balm, lip moisturizer. Every time during the trip, by the way, every time we would do anything, I'm like, oh, hand sanitizer time. I kept doing that. And then we head back. And then I think we went to the club, right? I think, was it second day? I kind of low-key forgot. But we went to the club. And now here's the thing. I had a lot of fun in the club. One of my favorite things about it is Numi was so excited to go to the club because she's like, oh my god, it's gonna be so crowded. We're gonna have so much fun. We're all gonna dance. We went to the club and I also met Yusan. Yusan. At this point, Yusan was staying with us, and then Yusan had something to do later that night. So they only came to the club for like, I don't know, like a couple of minutes. But we went to the club. And the first thing I said after arriving was like, wow, this is like epilepsy simulator, huh? So if you don't know this, I do go to bars, but I'm not a club person. I only go to clubs with friends if they want to go to a club. But I wouldn't like go to a club from my own free will. You know what I mean? So during that time, I think Numi ordered tequila, and I never had tequila before. So I was like, sure, I'll try one shot of tequila. Again, I still can drink, just not often. And if I do drink, I can't take my meds. So it's one of those like, I have to prepare myself to drink, right? And I did. I knew that we're going to a club that day, so I prepared myself to drink. But Numi introduced me to tequila, and I've never had it. I only drink either pretty cute girl drinks or sad old man drinks. And by that, I mean cocktails or whiskey. So it's either one. So I didn't know how to take a shot of tequila. And they taught me how to take a shot. Now, here's the thing. I hate, you know this, I don't like lemon. I don't like lime. Because years ago, my nurse gave me a laxative flavored in lemon. And I was shitting myself. And ever since then, I'm so traumatized with the flavor of lemon or lime. Because it reminds me of the time I was shitting myself for like a whole fucking day. So Numi was there and she gave me a shot. Like there's like this tiny little glass, right? And there was like some salt and some chopped up lime. And she's like, okay, so Michi, this is what you do. You lick your hand and then like you put like salt on it or something. And then you do this and then like, there's like a step, you know, it's like a whole routine. Like you lick, you shot, and then you lime. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, this, as someone that has never done this before, because how I drink is I take the drink and I drink it. The end. So this is like lots of steps. And I'm like, is this drugs? Like, I was like, are we doing DRUGS? Because, well, what was with all these steps and shit? You know what I mean? So I was confused. I never heard about this before. And I didn't like lime. But one thing I really like about tequila is tequila made the lime not taste like lime. And for the first time in years, chat, I managed to actually enjoy the flavor of lime again. Because something about the tequila made the lime taste not like acidic-y. Like the flavor of the lime didn't taste like, it didn't make me wanna vomit. You know what I mean? So no joke, I ended up taking more shots than I was supposed to. Not because of the tequila. I just wanted to taste lime again. Like I loved lemon. Like I love lemon tea. I love lemon. It was literally because of that lemon laxative. It changed my mind, right? But for the first time in years, I got to enjoy like that citrusy flavor again. And I was like, fuck, I love this citrusy flavor. Like, I love it. I can't believe it didn't trigger my gag reflex. Like, I'm so happy. So I took a shot, took the lime, and I'm like, oh my God, I can finally enjoy citrus. So then, like a sane, normal person, I did it again. So I took another shot, not for the tequila, but literally so that I can enjoy that flavor, like the taste of lime. And the next day, I thought it cured my lime thing. It didn't. The next day, I ate something and there was lemon on it. And then I tasted the lemon and I got really fucking ill. So the only time I can handle lemon or lime is apparently with tequila. Something about the tequila makes the... You know, like that feeling of like when you drink lemon, the acid thing has like a texture on your tongue. That texture is what makes me sick. Like the texture paired with the smell and flavor makes me like, right? But with tequila, the texture is like none. Like there's no texture and the flavor is so like toned down. It's different. So I was like, shit. I kept taking shots for the lime. I didn't know that tequila was strong, by the way. I thought tequila was like, I don't know, maybe like soju, right? Like I drink soju, so I was kind of bracing myself for shoju impact. If you don't know, soju is like 17%. Because like the only times I take shots is soju or cocktail shots. And usually they're like 17% plus minus a little. Yeah, it's like 4%, 5%, 17%, something like that. So I didn't know how strong a tequila is. And because I was like, maybe it's the lime or something. I don't know, but maybe it's because I'm so distracted by the fact that I can enjoy citrus again. The tequila didn't make me feel hot. Like, I didn't feel like, ugh, this is alcohol. Like, I didn't feel the alcohol at all. I was just so hyper-focused on eating my lime. You know what? I was just like, finally, chat. You don't know the pain I had to go through, okay? I'm just like, finally, I can eat lime. Oh my god, I love this. I missed you so much. I took multiple shots and I got so drunk so fast. Like, usually, this is what I like to do. I like to get tipsy and I stop at tipsy. You know, like, after tipsy, I'm good. But this, I was like sitting down, right? Because I wasn't standing up. Everyone was dancing. I was obsessed with eating my lime and taking my shots and eating my lime. So it was like one shot, lime. I'm just like eating that lime. And I'm like, wow, that felt great. Next lime. And I kept like taking another shot, lime. You know what I mean? And after, I think like my third shot back to back, by the way. It wasn't like one shot and I stopped. No, it was like back to back 3 shots. And I'm a lightweight, so that was not a good idea. I sat there and I was like, yo, the music feels great. For some reason, this is when I knew, I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting tipsy. I felt happy and shit. And I was like, wow, suddenly, out of nowhere, I just really appreciate everything so much. You know what I mean? Like, the music doesn't feel too loud and I get overwhelmed and overstimulated super easily. I wasn't feeling overwhelmed at all. Like, I didn't have my AirPods in, like, nothing. I was enjoying the moment and I was so shocked, right? I was like, wow, this feels great. And then I fell onto Tonkie because Tonkie was there. And then I literally went like, Tonkie, have I told you that I love you? And Tonkie's like, oh my god, I love you too. And I'm like, no, I love you. So then I'm just like, I am like hugging Tonkie like my life depended on it. Like, in my head, I'm like, no, Tonkie needs to know how much I love her. Because like finally someone that is like Southeast Asian, she can relate to me. And like her stories are just too funny. And she's so funny. This is my favorite thing about Tonkie. She has like really pretty nails. And then she would do like this, like, I don't know if you can hear it. Like she would like click her nails together like a claw. And she would be like that. And then the way she talk is like, oh my god, no way. Like that's how she talks. And something about it, it makes me so happy. You know, like I'm like, oh my god, the way you talk is so funny and you make me haha so hard. So I was like, Tonkie, I love you so much. You're so fucking funny. So then I was like telling everyone that I love them, but I was still sitting down. Very important to the story. And then at that time, I think Yusan had to go. So I was like, okay, be safe. And before Yusan left, Yusan was like, is that something on the, like, is that a bracelet on the floor? And I looked at the floor and there was like something shiny on the ground. And I was like, oh my god, did someone drop a bracelet, right? So I tried standing up to grab that bracelet from the ground. Because I don't, if it's someone here, then I don't want them to lose it. I stood up. I thought I stood up. I did not. It felt like gravity worked against me. And as I stood up, it literally felt like portal. Like it felt like there was a portal. I thought I was standing up, but I ended up on the ground. And I was on the floor and I was like, well, I mean, I needed to grab something on the floor anyway. So I guess I'm just smart like that, right? Like, why stand up if you can just crawl? So I crawled to the bracelet. And guess what the bracelet was, chat? It was a piece of plastic. Somehow. I guess because of the lights. Or maybe Yusan was trolling me. I don't fucking know. But that wasn't a bracelet at all. That was like, you know the sagel for your water bottle? Like in a water bottle, there's like that plastic circle wrap. And you have to remove that to like remove the water bottle cap. It was that plastic from a water bottle. And I was like, oh my god, that's a bracelet. But for some reason throughout the night, I held on to it. Like I kept it in my pocket until the next morning. I woke up and I'm like, ew, I have trash in my pocket. But I kept it in my pocket for some reason. And then I couldn't stand up. And then Shoto was there. I remember Shoto was there. And Shoto was, I think, also drunk. And Shoto was like, Michi, what are you doing on the floor? And I'm like, Shoto, I can't get back up. So Shoto was like picking me up. And I'm like, yo, bro. Oh my god, this is great. Oh! Chat, I need to tell you a context that I forgot to tell you about this club story. So, before the club, right? Me, Shoto, Yusan, and Yuzu were in our hotel rooms. And we were talking because we just had like 4DX movie and everything. And I'm an extrovert, but I get overwhelmed very easily. Shoto is introverted. So I was talking to Shoto, and I opened up about this a lot, where you guys know this. I have bad social anxiety, but I've gotten significantly better now. But because of that, I can't go outside as normally as other people. I am extroverted. I actually, dude, you can side eye me, but after that trip, not a single person can judge. Like, not a single person can like second guess if I'm extroverted or not. I was so extroverted that trip. Okay, like even Numi was like, damn, I didn't believe you, but now I believe you. Cause like, I see it now. Cause I am, it's true. During that whole trip thing, I told Shoto, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm so scared that I'm gonna get overstimulated in a club. Because the last time I went to a club was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Like, it's been so long since I went to a club. And I don't really remember how it looks like. And this is new. And you know how I get overstimulated, right? And Shoto's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna get overstimulated. And Shoto's like, it's okay. Like, I'm also scared that I'm gonna get tired because, you know, I'm introverted. So me and Shoto came up with this like mutual plan because we're so big brain like this. We're so not socially weird. We came up with a plan that if at any point one of us needs to go, we can like tell the other person, and the other person is gonna be like, yo, I'm so drunk right now. And then the other person, like, for example, I want to go. I go like, hey, Sho, I'm overstimulated. Shoto's gonna be like, I'm so drunk. And I'm like, oh, I guess I have to take care of Shoto and bring him back to the hotel. Oh man. Oh, what a shame. You know what I mean? So I don't catch the heat for leaving the party early, right? So we made that plan where Shoto's my excuse. Like, Shoto's my excuse to leave, and I am Shoto's excuse to leave. So at if any point one of us can't handle it anymore, we can leave. You know what I mean? Now here's the funny story. Me and Shoto ended up getting drunk. Yuzu is not drunk. Like, Yuzu was taking care of us and everything. I was like, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? And it's like on Yuzu, and I'm like, oh my god, Yuzu, you're just like god like that. You are the god. And then Yuzu was like, I'm gonna head back. And because Yuzu was gonna head back, Shoto was gonna head back. But in my head, I was like, holy shit. This is like my escape plan. Like, I didn't want to go. I think, I mean, I'm okay with going. I was also tired, but I was okay with not going either. But because Yuzu was going, Shoto was gonna go. I didn't even notice Yuzu was going. I noticed Shoto was going. And in my head, I'm like, my escape plan! He can't leave. If he leaves, I can't leave ever. And I don't want to stay here forever. So I was like, I too want to go. So Yuzu, the only sober person, was like about to leave. And me and Shoto are like fucking hammered, right? And we're like, we should go with Yuzu to take care of... Like, Shoto was like, I need to take care of Yuzu. And I'm like, I need to take care of Shoto. So, because in my head, I'm like, that's my escape route. And he's leaving. So like, if my escape route leaves, I can't leave. So I was like, I need to take care of Shoto. And Shoto's like, I need to take care of Yuzu. And Yuzu's like, brother, I'm sober. Like, Yuzu's like, I'll take care of the both of them. And I'm like, no, please, we'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. Yeah, we're like, the drunk people are trying to take care of the only sober, sane person. That was us. That was us. So then we left. Like, we had to go back. And I was like, oh man, bro. Oh man. Yuzu, are you okay, Yuzu? And Yuzu was like, so nice. Throughout the night, I was like, I'm gonna vomit, y'all. I'm gonna vomit. And here's one thing you need to know about me, chat. I don't like vomiting, right? So I can control my vomit very well. The only times I do vomit is when I cannot do it. Like, that's how you know I'm really, really sick, is when I do vomit. So I was drunk and I was like, I'm gonna vomit. And Yuzu had like water bottles lined up next to me. The next morning, I woke up. I didn't remember anything. After arriving at the hotel, I remembered Yuzu was like trying to bring me to my bed. And then I remembered like, wow, she's so sweet like that. All I remember was Yuzu was taking care of me. I woke up the next morning. There was like trash, like there was like a massive trash bin next to my bed and like bottles of water next to my bed. It was Yuzu. Yuzu was like taking care of me, and then she had like emergency in case you vomit bin thing, and I brought it was you. Oh no! Then Yuzu got the water, and then Shoto got the trash bin. Oh, yeah, they were so sweet. I remember this too. I think in one part of the trip, I kept telling Yuzu like, Yuzu, you're so sweet. You're so amazing. Wow, Yuzu. No, because Yuzu was so sweet. And Shoto was so sweet too. And I think ever since, because of that, I was so much more comfy being touchy with Shoto and Yuzu. No joke. It's because like, the barrier has been broken. You know, like with Shoto, I got really comfortable with him after day one. After like hanging out with him for 7 hours alone. So I got really comfortable with him already. With Yuzu, I was like friendly, but I wasn't like, I didn't really know if we're close or not. So I was like, ah, shit, like, do you hate me? I thought Yuzu didn't like me. So I was like, do you not like me? Do you like me? Like, I hope you don't think I'm intruding. I have a big fear of bothering people. So I was like, I hope I'm not bothering you and I'm not like bothering your trip, etc. But after that point, I was like, man, I'm more comfortable with Yuzu. And Yuzu, I think I might be wrong, but my impression of Yuzu is Yuzu finds like physical touch as like an act of love. You know what I mean? Like Yuzu likes to like rub my back or like pet me or like hug me. Like Yuzu is very touchy and that's how she shows love. So at that point, I was like, I like Yuzu so much that I want Yuzu to know how much I love her back. And that's by showing her her own love language, right? So I was like, okay, if Yuzu's love language is physical touch, then she will understand me physically touching her as me liking her. So I started becoming more touchy with Yuzu. It's because of that. So that's why I got like touchier with Yuzu and I was like more open with Yuzu touching me. I wouldn't say that I'm a big physical touch person, but if it's for the people I love, I want to make sure they know I love them. You know what I mean? I also say that, but I feel like this trip, Numi's been telling me that I'm a liar, so maybe I am. I don't know, actually. So, delusion to success. The Michi story. Everyone was so affectionate. It was insanely sweet. You literally are. I don't know. That means that you show love with physical touch. But I don't. I think. I don't know. I don't know anymore! Point is, okay, this is still like, what, day 2 or something? But I was like more touchy. Something I really appreciate with them, I think on the second day, I opened up to both Yuzu and Shoto. The reason this trip existed, by the way, was Kamimi was supposed to join this trip, right? I remember like telling you guys like, oh yeah, like Kamimi and Numi were going to Thailand and stuff like that. But then Kamimi couldn't make it. But the reason I said yes originally, because I wasn't close with Numi. You know, like, let's be so fucking serious. I wasn't that close with Numi at that time, and I didn't know who Yuzu was. I said yes because Kamimi was going. And I've been friends with Kamimi for like 3 years? Like, I've known Kamimi for like 3 years now. You know what I mean? And I've never even met her once. So I was like, I really, really like, I want to meet Kamimi and I want to meet Numi. You know, but like, I also am down meeting Numi because Kamimi was joining. But then over time, I got closer with Numi. So I'm like, okay, if Kamimi couldn't come, it'll be fine. Like, I'll meet Kamimi next time. I'm still down to meet Numi. But at that time, when I made the deal thing, like when we made the plan, I said yeah because of the Kamimi part. But it's one of those like happy accidents, right? Like, I didn't think I was gonna be this close with Numi when I first met her. And then now, I have a fucking CCTV that just connects to it, and I'm like, there are days I wake up and I'm like, where is she, bruh? And I would like tune into my little robot, and I see she's asleep, and I'm like, good night, princess. It's over, and now I'm very close, and I'm very happy for that. I have another story actually. Did you know that we went on a boat? Yup, I went on a boat with everyone, and if you don't know this, I have really bad thalassophobia, so I was dying. I thought that I was gonna die, but I did it because all my friends were going, and I really want to spend time with my friends. And I told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be down for new experiences. Something about hanging out with them, I realized like I don't, this might sound so cliche, but I'm like, I don't want to let my fears determine my life anymore. So I try to step out of my comfort zone a bunch during this trip. One of them is a boat ride. We went on a boat and I was so fucking scared. And everyone was like, oh, let's grab some food. Let's go here. Let's look at this. And everyone was like doing something. And I'm like, oh, let me sit down for a little bit. Let me just like, I'll guard the bags. Don't worry about it. I'll guard the bags. I couldn't stand up for like 20 minutes because I was super scared. Time to try. I love skydive. Like, I've never skydived, but I think I'd love skydiving more. I love heights. Like, hiking, climbing, anything to do with heights, I love. Anything to do with water, absolutely not. You know, like that I can't do. So I was like, I can do this. Like, I can just enjoy myself. And during the whole thing, it was really fun. There was a performer and we sang some songs with the performer, and like I was shaking, not because I was nervous with the performance. I was nervous with the water. Like the whole boat ride, my hands and my legs were shaking so bad, but I didn't regret it. Like, I feel like it's good that I experienced it. You know what I mean? It was a lot of fun. Like, I feel like I wouldn't do it again alone, but with other people I would do it again. Something like that. But the only minus thing, chat, was I went to the toilet. I didn't know this, but I went to the toilet to calm myself down. And also I ate a little bit, so I got a little sick. So I went to the toilet, and as I was there, the boat started docking. I didn't know that the boat was docking. All I knew was suddenly, out of nowhere, the boat went and then it started vibrating a lot, and then it started shaking a lot. And I was like I was telling myself, I'm like, damn, good job, Michi. You live your life, experience the world, enjoy it while you can. And then that happened, and I'm like, fuck you, fuck everything. I hate you. I hate everyone. Why did people tell me to do this? We watched Final Destination. We know that people can just die at any given time. Fuck you. The boat's sinking. And I thought the boat was gonna sink, and I got so anxious I vomited. Now you know, I only vomit when I'm really sick. So I got so anxious, I literally vomited, right? Because I genuine to God thought that the boat was sinking. Like, I didn't know. I was in the toilet and it started like, it was so loud out of nowhere. It's like, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have my AirPods in either. So it's like, it's so loud. It was vibrating, and I'm like, it's over. It's over. We're dead. We're dead. So I panicked. And then I figured out, oh shit, we're docking because the boat stopped. I was like, oh, okay, phew. But I already vomited. I left, and guess who was there? Thank God, Yusan. Yusan was in the toilet as well. And Yusan saw me exit the toilet, and they were like, holy shit, are you okay? Because I was pale. And I was like, yeah, I vomited a little bit, but it's okay. I got a bit scared. And Yusan was so fucking cool. Yusan's like, wait here. And Yusan ran back, grabbed like a pack of ice, and was like putting it on my neck, and then was like taking care of me. And I'm like, oh, I'm not motion sick or anything. I got scared. I flew up, but it's because I got scared of the boat. I'm not motion sick, but Yusan thought I was motion sick. So they were like taking care of me as if I was. And I was like, I'm fine. And here's the funniest story ever, chat. When the boat stopped, it started raining really fucking hard outside, right? Because I guess we went to Thailand during rainy season. So it was raining so hard. And none of us had an umbrella. I don't know if Numi told you guys this story. Numi exited the boat. There were some people trying to like shield you from the rain. But at one point, there's an area that didn't have like a roof. Numi ran Like, she decided it's such a good idea to just run back to shelter, right? So Numi's standing there fucking drenched. Like, she was wet, like head to toe drenched. And we all came after her and she's like, how are you guys dry? Turns out, chat, when we exited the boat, there were people like that are helping us with umbrellas. But before those people gathered, Numi saw it and was like, you know what? Fuck. We just have to brace this. So Numi ran, and the moment Numi left, people started gathering with umbrellas. So like, if only Numi waited for like 2 more minutes, she would have been fine. She's a runner, she's a track star. She just ran first and everyone else was dry. And I was like, wow. One thing though with Numi, okay, so here's the thing. I was a little bit, I'm not sad about it. Well, maybe at that time I was a little sad because the plan was like, Numi was gonna sleep with her roommates, like sharing a room with her roommates for like half the trip. And the other half of the trip, Numi was supposed to hang out with us. But then Numi didn't like sleep in our room until like the last day. The day before the last day, we decided to get tattoos, right? For those of you that don't know, I do have tattoos, but I only have 2. And my tattoos are like the hidden types. It was me, Numi, and Yusan. We're about to get tattoos together. Numi got like a silly little rat. And I remember she was like, I really like this rat. Should I put it here? Should I put it here? And I was like, you should put the rat next to the spoon. That way it looks like the rat is gonna grab the spoon. And it's so cute. So she ended up getting like a rat. And it looks like it's like about to grab a spoon. Yusan got a hole. I don't know if like Numi talked about this already or Yusan talked about this. But the dynamic was so funny. Because Yusan is a very like passionate person. You know, like, if you don't know who Yusan is unnamed. They're mostly a singer. They're not really like a streamer. I wouldn't say Yusan is a streamer. They do stream occasionally, but what they do is music. And they're very fucking phenomenal. Yeah, so they're a performer mostly. But they are so passionate and they're so full of emotion. And they were like... when we were there, they're like, I want to get this tattoo because it means this to me, and I want this and this because this is the feeling that I want, and this is the vibe, and like this reminds me of this and this. Like, no joke, I think Yusan's tattoo consultation was like an hour or something. It was like long, right? And they were so passionate about it. They were like, yes, this is like the energy and the vibe and the design and blah blah blah. And then Numi came in and Numi's like, I want a rat. She was like, I want a rat. And the guy had to like print out different size rats. So there are like multiple rat sizes because we need to see which rat size she wanted. So she's just like, tiny rat, big rat, medium rat, big rat, medium rat, small rat. Like, it's just that. She literally just went, which size rat do I want today? While Yusan is like, yes, this is the energy and the inspiration behind this all. It's this and this and this and this is the feeling and this is the blah, 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 blah. And Numi's just like, I would like a rat, please. So I didn't get one. It was just Numi and Yusan. And during that time, because Yusan's tattoo was more elaborate, they took like 5 hours in total, like 4 to 5 hours. So Numi's tattoo took, no joke, 30 minutes. She was like, I want this one. I want this size. I want it here. Tattoo done. Like, it took 30 fucking minutes. Don't forget to subscribe. Rate this 10 out of 10 stars. And give love to Bao.